this year we had a national election, and some things happen slowly in the country. Somewhat so, we are still in the recovery phase. But it's not happening soon enough. Or what's your opinion of that?
PJ, yes, definitely. And I'm glad you mentioned the word recovery, because I've got a little gift for you before we start. As the guys from First Choice gave us a recovery high protein to try. Now, I know you also work out hard in the mornings. Or perhaps this is also psychologically and physically when you have to look after the baby. Early mornings have to wake up. Very nice. I've tried this with the training. It actually helps quite a bit to just give you that energy back into your daily routine. But PJ, you spoke about recovery, and definitely we as South Africans, we are in a recovery phase. And yes, Cyril Ramaphosa have just been elected, but people are so negative. They want things to happen quickly, but we know it will take time for the recovery to take place. So people are very negative. They're thinking about immigrating. You hear all these talks, where should I go? Should I stay in South Africa? So over the weekend I went and watched The Lion King. So it's the remake of The Lion King. I'm sure that most of you have seen it. If not, where have you been? But definitely you have to go see the new one. But the new one, there was a certain phase where Mufasa, we all know he passed away in the stampede. And then Scar said to Simba, run away. Run away and never return. And that's exactly what he did. He didn't want to face his problems, so he ran away. And he ran away to Utopia. You can see there he met Timon and Pumbaa, and it was this lovely lifestyle, Hakuna Matata, no worries. But we have to keep in mind, he had to give up something. He had to give up being a lion. Remember, he couldn't eat meat when he was in Utopia. He had to live off the worms and the plants, and he was exactly on the same food chain as Timon and Pumbaa, a meerkat and a warthog. He had to give that up. So one thing we need to keep in mind when we're searching for Utopia, a better place, what are you giving up when you go to that certain better place in
the greener grass?
The greener grass. So keep in mind, what are you giving up and what are you contributing? There was Simba, he was in Utopia, but he was on the food chain, he didn't contribute anything. We're back at home. They wanted him to be king, to take the throne. So you could contribute a lot more returning home than in Utopia. So that reminded me of people in South Africa. You know, yes, there's better places that work better than South Africa. First world countries. It's nicer, perhaps you think it's nicer. But perhaps we can make a better impact, a bigger impact, where we are as South Africans. Actually here in South Africa, business-wise, definitely.
Where there's more problems, there's more opportunities as well. So it depends how you look at it.
Definitely. And I want to end up with a quote, because I'm currently reading Chris Tuvisa's Risk and Reaches. He just brought out a biography, and I barely start reading it, and I can immediately see why he is still such a good entrepreneur, such a great entrepreneur. He said the following, he said, what possible advantage is there in being negative? I know our country has problems, all countries do. But surely we are better equipped to handle the challenges and problems where we live now, where you know the territory. And I think there's definitely something to keep in mind when you know there's going to be problems. Where do you want to face them? And maybe Utopia is not the Utopia that you think. What are you giving up to live in that specific Utopia?
Okay. Thank you very much, Jess. I know some people might argue, but I agree with you. To being negative, there's no advantage to that. So either you do something, if you want to immigrate, that's an option, or think about what you're giving up. And if you stay, try to make the best of it here. And there's a lot of opportunity.
Thank you. And I'll cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.